National Football League. Brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. Crazy. And he stops at 25. His drive will begin there. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
You know, Mike, at this level, you just very rarely see the type of performance we did last week, where just one player is so much better than everyone else on the field. I mean, yes, he throws for all those touchdowns, but then at the same time, he's able to protect the ball. I mean, he is just operating at a completely different level, and I'm not sure what he has in store today, but I'm certainly excited to see.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Big play there for the Bills. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another Bills. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Cook. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point by Little is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Seahawks offense ready now for their 2nd drive. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL.
So he gets free. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession, too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. They get 18 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. One more time going up top with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down, Bills.
They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
For the field goal. A 33-yard.
Little's kick is good. And the Bills will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no good.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Rolling right. Now he'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Allen going to give it to Cook, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen will throw. Exiting the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball. But no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. And he's out of bounds on pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 2. Now, Goff. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get the ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Has his man, it's Samuel. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Goff. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Now he'll air one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he It's plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Seahawks scoop it up.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's Walker. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That his second TD catch of the season. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
4 yards
From 31, here's second down and 6. Allen to throw. Left side, that's Johnson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for Bills. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing now, Allen. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Big play there for the Bills. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
To throw is Allen. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Bills move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's gone. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is caught. He finds Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. That's complete. It's JSN. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. On 2nd down, Goff. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. A 3rd, they need 8. To throw is Goff. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
First and 10, and it's Allen. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Bills.
Allen going to try and hurry him up to the line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be brought down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Bills, first down. First and goal, Buffalo.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike. That ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. Throw once more. Here's Allen. That is caught. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. To throw on first and 10, Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
A carry for Cook. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage, and
that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 16-yard
Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain to show for it.
He's on a
Third and 5.
The line of scrimmage.
Black 20.
Goff to throw. This is caught 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's good.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
At the 1-yard line.
Walker, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
He's got it at the 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll motion over Samuel. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Patterson's hit is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Allen now on 2nd down. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks will have great field position right around midfield.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, Goff. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now give to Walker, running right. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 23. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around. They've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. A run with Cook, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? Once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 2nd down, Allen. Going up top. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. Quick slant into the hands of Shakir. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Flushed to his left. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One more time going up top with Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They run with Walker. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw is Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Greg Rousseau. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 47.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. 20. Tight end, the motion man to the right. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try and run it with Walker. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
To punt for the Seahawks.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Allen. On the run to the right. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The Bills bringing on the punt team. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Goff. That one swung out wide to Walker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Goff. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Allen now on 2nd down. He finds Austin with the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The 12s making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So with 4th down, they'll call on the punt team.
Tariq Woolen on the coverage. The Seahawks take over 1st and
Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. With the jig, the left side, he's got it. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, Goff. Get this complete to Horton. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
From the gun, it's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It becomes 2nd and 4.
It's a pick of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Now Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Receiver in motion, going right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play.
And now the punting unit will come on. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. We're about ready now for the punt.
For the Seahawks.
Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another Bills 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now Allen on 1st down. He'll let one go down the middle. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will go up by 7.
The score, Bills 34, Seahawks 27.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Cut! 20.
Here we go. One final play. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.